Isn't it weird how after I made that Colorado Avalanche is really good video, the next game against the Canucks we beat them, and Bernier lets in 4 goals for the first time in like however many games? Dude, okay, so this game, Colorado versus Vancouver, Vancouver takes this one in overtime, 4-3 is the final score for the Canucks. Interestingly enough, I didn't see any of the Avalanche goals. I was here for the first period, and I was here for a bit of the third period. All the other times, I was outside, checking out the game in public on my phone via, obviously, legal streaming services, mind you. But this game, we got 2 stories that I kind of want to talk about today, and the first one is basically Brock Boeser's day back. So, Brock Boeser in this game, I didn't think he was that good. I removed the third period from that equation, and I think that that is kind of accurate to say that I don't think Brock Boeser really was that good in this game. Just in the first and second periods, he looked kind of tired, which that makes sense. He's just coming back from that fantastic All-Star break, and he's got some wear and tear. That's kind of obvious. That's going to happen to a player. He had the lowest amount of shifts on the Canucks in the first period, which, upon reading that stat, I was like, yeah, I'm not really surprised. But this game eventually picking up, Brock Boeser, on a very interesting power play for the Canucks, assists on Daniel Sedin's awesome goal, where he received the feed from Henrik Sedin, who was on there on the side, and he pots one over Bernier. That was Brock Boeser, and his secondary assist game going back at it. He's now behind Barzal by, I think, 7 points, something like that, and Barzal was held pointless earlier tonight, so that's good. But Boeser, he's back at it again. So if we take a look at this game, I'm going to skip over all the Colorado goals because I didn't see any of them. I had the most fortunate luck in the world, wherein I was able to watch all of our games, but whenever I left, had to go check up on things, once I started listening on the radio, or not really paying attention to the game at all, that's when they started scoring, and that's when they got 3 straight goals. So, I was here for only the first 2 goals of the game, and the last 2. We look at the first goal of the game, Bo Horvat. This one was beautiful. Vanek gets his 22nd assist, Tanev gets his 7th assist, and Horvat comes streaking in, shoots it on the blocker side on a really good break, and it's 1-0 Vancouver. Then just a little bit later, Michael Del Zotto with an awesome wrist shot. This was a feed that was set up from Chris Tanev and Jake Virtanen. Now Virtanen, in this span of time, I was really impressed. I liked what I was seeing from Jake Virtanen. I thought his performance in the first period was very, very strong, and it showed here. The Canucks and that line was just really dominating down low, and Virtanen ends up taking the puck, sends it over to Tanev, Tanev over to Del Zotto, and trying to get those screens in front, Sam Gagner and the other guy, they just start going. They're skating fast in front of the net. Del Zotto rips one, it's in, top corner, bar in. That was a really good one, and Tanev's 2nd assist of the period, mind you. We'll skip over the second, because there really wasn't anything that I watched here. That's just Colorado got 3 goals, so yeah, that's nice. But then the third period came along, and as I talked about, Boeser, over to Henrik, over to Daniel, and this one is in the net, and it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Daniel with his 12th of the year, Henrik with his 31st assist of the season, that's his 33rd point, and Brock Boeser, 20 assists. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted. Just a Boeser point. Give me a Boeser point and we're fine. We're fine. And then Sven Baertschi in overtime. My goodness. Chris Tanev is on the ice yet again, sends it over to Sutter. Sutter to Baertschi, streaks right in, snipes it, and he just picked the corner. Awesome celly as well. Sven Baertschi wins the game for the Canucks in overtime, and for the first time in however many games, Jonathan Bernier allows more than 3 goals. So if we take a look at this one, it's cool. It's cool. Boeser, he got an assist. Virtanen with an assist. Sutter with an assist. We had 3 points from Chris Tanev, and he was the only player who had a multi-point game in this one for the Canucks. But an interesting thing about this game is the scouts who were in attendance. If we go over and take a look at the scouts who were at this game here, we got ourselves 2 Maple Leaf scouts, 1 Dallas Stars scout, 1 Hurricane scout, 1 Lightning scout, 1 Rangers scout, 1 Devils scout, and 2 Islanders scouts. So if we take a look at that, we got ourselves 2 scouts from the Leafs, 2 scouts from the Islanders, and 1 scout from the Lightning. And these are the teams that everybody was kind of thinking, yo, the Canucks might trade a right-handed defenseman to some of these teams. So, if the Maple Leafs are interested in a Chris Tanev kind of player, like some people have been saying they are, and they've been to this game, and they see this performance, 3 assists from Chris Tanev, what does that do? What does that do to the potential trade value of Chris Tanev if we were to trade him? Same thing with the Islanders. The Islanders have also been, quote-unquote, looking for a right-handed defenseman. What happens to them if they see this game? Of course, there's no good Branson, because he's been injured. He's literally a stay-at-home defenseman with the fact that he's staying at home when these games are being played because he's injured. But Chris Tanev is still a player who may or may not be out there. Who knows? Chris Tanev might not be on the trading block, but if somebody offers such a ludicrous deal, there's no way Benning says no. And the fact of the matter is, Chris Tanev has been one of those names that people have been low-key saying that, yo, we could trade Tanev, because Tanev, he's probably he's our best defender by far, and if we trade him, we'd get a lot for him in return, and that would, in turn, speed up the rebuild, right? So, that's just something to think about. He has a +2 in this game, 18 minutes, 58 seconds of ice time, 3 assists, and he's still got that cage on, man. He's got that broken face thing that he really, really needs because the injury was just so bad against the Maple Leafs. Wow, that was incredible. But Chris Tanev. Tanev and Boeser, the 2 players that I really thought made an impact today. Boeser, despite playing the least amount of shifts in the first period, ended the game with the second highest ice time on forwards, 19 minutes and 40-something seconds, I believe, while Bo Horvat, who had a goal in this one, 2 shots, 21 minutes and 42 seconds. So Bo Horvat, just coming back off of injury, he's in it to win it, and he is at it 100% now. Brock Boeser, on the other hand, yeah, he built himself back up to be in that position where he did deserve to be played, the second most amongst his fellow forward core. Brock Boeser had 4 shots in this one, so he was trying. And this game was just not a good one for him in terms of goal scoring because, you know, he didn't score any, but he had really good opportunities, and he was set up like crazy by some of his teammates. It's just that Bernier, he kind of got that positioning going down against Brock Boeser. And not to mention the fact that the other team, the Colorado Avalanche, they were checking Boeser hard. Not checking as I mean like body checking, but like checking. As in like staying to the man. Brock Boeser was heavily guarded against the Avalanche tonight, and it's just definitely because, you know, teams really are starting to take notice on just how strong this kid is. I mean, he won the accuracy shooting contest, and he was the MVP at the All-Star game. He's a good player, guys. You gotta track down good players, just like the Avalanche did here. So Brock Boeser, 4 shots on goal, 19 minutes of ice time. He was really good in this one, at least towards the end, because the beginning I didn't like it. He wasn't himself, because that happens when you go from Tampa Bay to Phoenix to Vancouver, all in the span of a few hours on planes, and it happens. It absolutely does happen. And I'm just happy that he was able to build himself back up into getting an assist, a secondary assist, mind you, on a really good Daniel Sedin power play goal. And overall, this game, I guess it was entertaining. I mean, I heard Edler had a really strong hit on Nathan MacKinnon. I didn't see this one because I was out, but saw pictures of it. I didn't see any GIFs or anything. I saw pictures of it, and the reaction from the internet was just crazy for this one. MacKinnon appeared to be out for the rest of the game, I think. And that's just really unfortunate because I, for one, was really pulling for MacKinnon to maybe overtake Kucherov, maybe, in the Art Ross race. Because you guys know, I was talking about the Avalanche in a video a while ago. I had nothing but good things to say about their organization. I love the Avs. But I digress. Nathan MacKinnon, if he is out for an extended amount of time, that absolutely sucks. Edler, I didn't see the hit, so I can't judge. But the reaction online was just really negative, so I'm not sure what to think about this one. But hey, the Canucks won. It's low-key bad because, you know, we're not supposed to be winning, we now have like 46 points in the standings or whatever. So yeah, we took over a bunch of teams with tonight's win. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorter Plus, Gaming, and bye.